This will be a brief overview of using Google Drive, also referred to as Google Docs or Google Apps. The first thing I want to mention about using it is that it does work best in the browser called Firefox. You'll notice right up here I'm in Firefox. Typically in Fairfax County we use Internet Explorer for most things, but this particular application works best in Firefox. It'll also work great in Google Chrome, but it's currently not approved in Fairfax County. If you have it at home, feel free to use it. Alright, so what you're going to do to access your account is you're going to go to the Wayne Wood Elementary website. So if you're home, search for it, or if you're at school, it should come up automatically as a bookmark. When you get to the Wayne Wood website, go ahead and click on Students, and right at the top it says Access Your Google Apps Account. And here we are, ready to log in. What you want to notice here is it does say add fcpsschools.net, so you don't need to put that in. It does it for you automatically, saving you just a little bit of time. So since I'm a staff member, my username will be my first and middle initial followed by my last name. If you're a student, it'll be your student ID number. I'm going to go ahead and put in my password, and I recommend unchecking Stay Signed In, and go ahead and sign in. Okay, this does bring us to our Google Drive. This houses everything that we create, but before we get there I want to talk about some other things that you see right up here. Search will open up a new window to search the web. And as you notice, this does open up a new tab. That could change from time to time. Sometimes it will open up within the same tab, sometimes it opens up in a new tab, depending on the version of Google Drive you're using and the version of Firefox or whatever browser that you're using. We have an image search, so we're going to do a Google search for images. Mail. One thing that I do want to say about mail is yes, you do have mail, but it is a walled garden, meaning that it's very safe. So students and staff cannot email outside of this walled garden, and no one from outside of the county can email in. What that means basically is if you're a student, you can't email mom and dad can't email you at this account. Basically what you can do is if you're a student, you can email other students or other staff, and vice versa. Like I said, it's a very safe environment, also called a walled garden. You can set up your calendar, staff members can set up sites, you can add your own contacts and distribution lists. YouTube is available for staff members, but we're going to focus today on Google Drive. When you first come in, you are on My Drive. You can see that it's highlighted right there. I've been using it for quite some time, so you'll notice that I do have a bunch of folders first listed, and then it'll list all the other things that you've created. And all these different colored items are different applications, and we'll get into those in just a little bit. Alright, so that is My Drive. What I can also do is expand My Drive to see my folders. And as you notice, I can color code my folders. Some I have, some I haven't. In most everything that you do in Google Docs, there's more options if you right-click on anything. And as you can see, there's some of my right-click options for you. I'm going to go ahead and collapse My Drive. The next thing I want to talk about, or actually before I get to that, I want to talk about the fact that My Drive, these are things that I created, and you're going to see that I'm the owner. I created them when they were last modified. And then when we move to Shared with Me, these are items that I did not create. There were items that were shared with me by someone else. And you can see all the different items. Basically, these are just different types of documents. This is your regular document, just like Microsoft Word. The yellow ones are Google Present, just like Microsoft PowerPoint, and the green ones are just like Microsoft Excel. You can see who has shared them with me and the dates that they were shared. So this is a great feature of Google Apps because I can collaborate with other people, whether they are in the same room or at a different location or even out of state. You can actually be working on the same document and add things at the same time and see what each other's doing. And you can even add some comments and things like that. You can chat. There's a lot of great features. Alright, as you notice right by all these items, I do have a white star. If I click on any one of these items, I can make it a starred item. It turns yellow, and it goes into my starred items folder. Okay, these are items that I access quite frequently, so I've starred them. And this one that I just starred, I don't want to star, so I'm going to unstar it, and it's going to go away. But again, these are things that I access very frequently. It's just easy access. Down below, you're going to have recent. These are the most recent items that you've used. Okay, you can see that earlier today, I've accessed a couple of these items. It tells me who's created them. And as I scroll down, you can see when I've accessed these other items. It's going to be right there. So that's a very easy way to find what you're looking for. If you still can't find what you're looking for in your Google Drive, There's other ways around that. I can go up to the search box and type in, for example, maybe I'm looking for iPad, and it's going to bring up everything that has the word iPad in it. And I could bring one of those right up, and there it is. Okay, so beyond that, I do have some other things right down here, including trash, other items, and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and just collapse that for now. So that's a brief overview of using Google Drive. In my next video, I will talk about creating and sharing documents.